Right. Okay. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We already know why we're here. We're gonna. a friend of mine just sent me an image, or sorry, not an image, a video of Yoshi P singing like, "Hey, beautiful," the voice of an angel right there. Anyway. That should imagine she imagine him a stranger. That ended a lot better than it would have, no thanks to Emmett. Didn't expect her to be so imposing in person. And she's just a softie, it's fine. You've been busy since arriving at first, I gather, but I would hear the tale of your travels in more suitable surroundings. With Fort gone, yet to be rebuilt, the Knight's Blessing have made their home in a settlement to the northeast. I will let you at the entrance. Follow the path through yonder gate, and you'll find me soon enough. Got like on 3 more. Okay, so we're almost there. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Next one is east. So that one. So in a sense of this side. Okay, so I'm basically going through like that. Might as well just grab everything here then. There you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the 12 Woods, this forest has always its way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of Knights Blessed. I'd say this is more of Central Shroud, like Grindania. Yeah.
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people. Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come. I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika.
Oh, I love this. I love this clipping right here.
I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I have come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Are they funny?
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me. Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I must say, Ishtola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd. But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Hold on to it. Let me just grab this real quick. I'm not indifferent to Thancred's troubles. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. He has ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to expect. Though it heartens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstance. I can but imagine how Alize and Alfino have changed since arriving here in the first. Change is part of life. We can but hope it's changed for the better. Perhaps you should consider how you have changed. I realize I am not as I was on the start, but I cannot say I regret the decisions that allowed me to come this far. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a look about Slitherbow. If there is anything you need, pray speak with Runa at the plaza. Welcome, friend. Welcome. My apologies for our less than hospitality. Tell me, what is your name? From where do you hail? From the Crystarium, I see. And this time you brought us up to find Lightborn and Ratika. Well, you're welcome to stay for as long as you need. Come, let me show you around. Will you be right if I joined you? Of course. Anything for our guest of our dear Master Matoya. Thank you. She means a great deal to the Knight's Blessed, doesn't she? If not for her, we have all perished in the Great Fire. With our priests slain and our home in ruin, we were at the mercy of the Sin Eaters. But it was she who drove them back, and with her sage guidance we were able to rebuild. For long she became the central figure in our community, great oak with those shadowy many have come to find solace. But that is not where the highest as outsiders such authority, including myself. Perhaps it is a smile in her eyes when she speaks in the sunless sea. I feel whole again. Now that she is with us, I have no doubt if others feel the same. She is as much a part of the Knight's Blessed as any of us. We are grateful for all she does in the service of the dark. But you do not hear this from me, yes? Now, you should know where there are certain customs we ask guests adhere to so long as they reside within Slitherbow. To show reserve to the dark. In a word, yes, but fear not. It is not too involved. Let us begin with something simple. Follow me. Okay. Okay. So I am there. Okay. Question, where would I... Okay, so I go this way. I want to go this here. Should you see any other people come to this chamber, they have likely returned from their journey beyond the borders of Ratika. We use the water stored here to cleanse ourselves of the light's impurity. A simple and perhaps peculiar custom, but it is one most important. Would you two kneel for just a moment, that I might rid of the light's impurity? As you enter sprays water with you, your skin begins to tingle. And with that, you have been cleansed of the light's blighted touch. How do you feel? I'm not sure, to be honest. Not refreshed exactly, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way? Only blessed by our priest. They are practicing the arcane arts. As such, it's their hairs imbued with water with a faint dark energy. Prickling sensation. No one has ever spoken of such reaction before. I wouldn't say it was an unpleasant sensation, but I do feel I too felt something strange. The dark aspect of this water should have no discernible effect unless... God, Matoya was right. You are Sin Eaters. I jest. What you felt was likely no different than the chill of the water. Perhaps Now will be a good time for you to acquaint yourself with the people of Slitherbow. For that, I must teach you a custom greeting. Alantuna, in language of Auranka, is one of several ways one might say good evening. The word is not save, as it once was, but this greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe. Is there a handshake or a gesture we should know too? I hate to offend anyone. You need not worry, merely speak the words Alantuta, and they will know you as friends of the blessed. I will await you here. Now go. They are likely to be heartened by your knowledge of our ways. Make sure I spelled it right. Too far away. Everyone smiles warmly. Newly come Alan Cheese, and welcome to Slitherbow. You must forgive us if we seem strange or reserved. We are quiet and tactile people, silent and serene as the sun at sea. The quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of the sea meteors and other dangers here in the woods. Alan Cheese, welcome, friend. I take it you remain in these woods for some time. Yes, beware of these woods. You'll find poison in near everything you see. But fear not, our medical tea will keep you healthy. Ask and it is yours. Everyone was so kind and generous. I was nervous at first, but already I'm starting to feel at home. There's still much I have to learn about the Knights Blessed, but their faith and strength of will is nothing short of inspiring. I can see how they built such a striving community. Ah, you have returned. Very good. No doubt you are glad of our company. It has been too long since we had visitors. Remember, if you have any questions or there was anything you need, do not hesitate to ask. Speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodgings for your stay. As friends of Master Toya, you cannot ask for payment, but if you would be willing to lend a hand... Be my pleasure. I am the Lord of Fetch, after all. We may be fortunate indeed to play host to such generous souls. The task I have in mind is simple enough. All I ask is that you take the jug and water for crops and in the square. May I help too? Of course. One of you can do the filling, and the other the watering. Speak with Ursabel when you finish. She'll be relieved to hear the crops have been tended to. While you take care of that, I will see you to your room and warm you. Right, I'll fill the water. I guess I'll be doing the carrying. Good questions. Let's grab that. Alright. We'll deal with that later. As he's all the way this way. Actually, you know, fine, I'll do it right now. Because that way I can just go, do what he has to do, then back. Stay away, I beg you. Stay what? Okay. Target. You're from still Barth when I slipped you then. I was fine until the damn beetles. It's only a scratch, but I'm starting to feel numb. My vision is growing clouded. Worst of all, I dropped my only viral serum somewhere in this damned woods. Can you help me find it? Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on, Bill. Actually, because it's spooky season, I might as well. I just realized something. 1 second. I think we're gonna return a little bit to a old favorite. Bunch of other tubers that I free models that I use. Well, not use because some of them are not thing. Anyway, here you go. Neat. It's a spooky season, so I might as well go into my spooky mode. Why were you thinking come back here? You could have been killed. I had to, for my father. Okay. Well, I'll deal with that later. Right now, I gotta deal with this. So. No. You have to hurry into the garden before the water leaks out. Alright. I don't know how you can fail that. You just run. Need another one? Only half, I see. Well, let me refill the jug for you. Okay, I can definitely see how you can fail this now. I just gotta run fast. Okay. Cute. Well met, travelers. I observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you needed something? No, we just told you. You water the crops. Ah, my apologies for not noticing sooner. I've been rather distracted of late. Watering the crops was always Blody's duty, but she's no longer with us. We have since shared his duty, though never the guest. We are most kind. Is there anything else we can do to help? We could plant something if you like. There's no need. The plot is small, it is true, but it provides enough to survive. We ask for no more. I don't know how you manage. I have the blessed not considered leaving. Life would surely be easier almost anywhere else. I can understand why you'd say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Tell me, do you know our history? How our faith came to be? I believe so. The Knight's Bless was initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. With what began as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grow into a community which ultimately decided to strike out on its own in the Ratika's Great Wood. I see you have read their history, but there is a history that is told, and one that is lived. Like so many in times, the first knights lost everything, their homes, loved ones, all they held dear. To make matters worse, none could say they become of souls those lost in the flood with their bodies were reborn as sin-eaters. The people were without answers, without hope. Their gods have drowned along everything else. It seemed that nothing was beyond the reach of the light. But soon they realized that where there is light, there must be darkness, and in truth they found new faith, a belief that souls of the departed could yet find peace beyond these burning skies in the skyless sea above. That is why we pray for safe passage of wayward souls unto the blessed black abyss, for return of the night, that we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. We remain in these woods for the self-same reason our founder chose them, that we may lead lives of simplicity and the shade of these trees, as a constant reminder of our faith. With so many seeking paradise in Yilmore, it's refreshing to find people who value a humbler existence. You are kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish, but so it must seem that those yet cling to their worldly possessions. At times such as these, when everything is taken away, in an instant, it is all too easy to lose sight of why we fight, going on living. It is not to hold fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy they have left us. This we must do for them, our children, our generations yet unborn, to keep their legacy alive. Done trends your crops already? Done trending? What the Very good. It should not be long before your room is ready. Runner. In the woods. Seniors, I fear they have the touch. Where? Yeah, it's okay. Okay. In the grove to the southwest, for our mercy, they yet to wander any closer to Slitherbow. Then we have no need to engage. Inform the guards that no one is to set foot outside the village until they've moved on. But sir, what of Talia's Heartstone? He must be retrieved before the service. Of all times for seniors to disappear. Are you just going to leave them alone? There's normal circumstances we would not hesitate to strike the beasts down, but they indeed have the touch. I will not risk them corrupting one of our own. What is that you said about a stone? A few days passed. Todia, a child of the Next Blessed, was slain by the Sins Eaters. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in haste we failed to notice her red necklace was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her heartstone. All the Knights Blessed was given such a stone at birth. It is the most valuable possession one can own. It is a custom to present the heartstone to the deceased at the funeral, as an offering to the heaven, but now... Then we'll go get it. What if I can find it for you? I have experience in fighting seniors. The light's corruption does not touch me like it does others. Master Victoria called you Minfilia, did she not? Are you truly the Minfilia descended from the Oracle? Even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the blessed. I understand how you feel, but I cannot understand the knowing that your people are in need, and I can help. Please, let me do this. Very well, but if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I could never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service. Truly, I nearly forgot to thank her. Let her return before I do. Don't worry. Thancred doesn't need to know. What do you mean? You'll come with me? Of course. Thank you. Let's hurry then, before he returns. Go swiftly, and may the shadows keep you both. Let's see, how much XP you got? Okay. There, the Senator. I got a little grudge against those two types. Something there 1v1. There's no way we can search for someone without dealing with them first. Let's get to it then. But shouldn't we make a plan first? Though there are only two. I'll draw one of them away. You can deal with the other. In the end, somehow I'll be dealing with both. There you are. It's done. Though I fear I was a bit careless. I'll do better next time, I promise. It's fine. I'm fine. We needn't worry about me. More importantly, we have to find the Heartstone. They say it was made of jade, right? I'll search over there in the brush. Has to be. I checked there. Yeah, checked there, checked there. Are you fucking kidding me? Thanks. Because I checked here, nothing. Definition of madness. Keep searching, keep doing the same thing over and over again to expect different results. I feel like I'm like, I feel like I'm supposed to be I'm missing something, and it's just like, okay, yeah. I literally ran past that. I'm blind. I'm dumb and blind. Beautiful. Has to be it. You know, Thancred always said you were a man of many talents, and I think I'm beginning to understand what he meant. I have much to learn, if I'm to be half the hero you are. The hero she was. I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. We should hurry back to their boat. Well, out with it then. Thancred, I can explain. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank goodness you're safe. Begin to fear the worst. By all that is dark, you found it. We can proceed with her service as planned. These blessed gems serve not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirits unto the sunless sea in the year after. Even should we fail by seniors, as long as these gems are recovered, our souls are ensured peace in the dark. Words fail to express my gratitude for such kindness you have done for the blessed. I insist you and your friends attend to Theoda's service as honored guests. There is much must do to prepare, but please go and inform the others. It will be held in the darker. When you arrive, there should be attendant present to explain the proceedings. Oi. Art and I learned so much about the Knight's Palace while you were alive, and we helped them recover a lost heirloom out in the woods. I know I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really need our help. There were senators, and as long as he accompanied you, but do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse. How did you? Let's say a little birdie told me, and it's telling me that Art has business with us. Is something the matter? They've asked us to attend the service. Of course we'll go. It'll be held in darker, is it? We'll take care not to be late, I promise. It's a relief to know everything is going to go as planned. I'll join you in the darker shortly. Between your earlier excursion and my patrol of the area for senators, hopefully Shola and Yuri and Jay will be able to help their working. I cannot read. Will be able to finish their work in peace. That's not a darker. Hello.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Let us begin. I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
We call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul onto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks. The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
I would like to meet her.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing. Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will?
Just got a point.
Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact. Urianger and I finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
All right. Good, you're here. And thanks to the Exarch's gift, for our next course of action is now clear. Alright. Let me begin by explaining this habit. Initially, I believed it'll be a detailed history of the Church at first sight, but much of my surprise, it dates back to the end of the Rocket Empire and was likely written under the direction of the Ring. In time, it was a time of strife, uneasy war, and neighboring nations, which each passing day they yield more and more territory to their enemies. In their desperation, petitions for aid were sent out to their allies. This was one such petition. Do you think this ancient petition will somehow help us get into Yaxmi? Indeed we do. For the etched into this tablet is a method by which one may prove in themselves as an ally of the Rocket Empire. Provided we are able to decipher said instructions, we may entreat the ruins protectors to grant us safe passage. The problem is, however, it is presently lacked the resources to decipher them in their entirety. We have but one resource, the existence of stone momentum inscribed, which, with an ancient broken text and translation into a mere modern dialect, which came into use after the fall of the Empire. I am confident it will suit our purpose. Where can we find this monument? Here in Syria, quite close to the side of the road, in fact. The good news ends there, however, for the possession of a rather radical faction of dark worshippers, the children of everlasting dark. If I am to study the monument, I must infiltrate their encampment. I have no intention of taking longer than absolutely necessary, but I will nevertheless require time to describe the text I need to ensure that I will have enough. I'm afraid I must ask you and Thanker to assist me. Of course. Before you even ask, the answer is no. If we're to remain unseen, our group must be as small as possible. Alright, I'll stay here until you return. We won't be long. If anything should happen, keep her safe. Then let us convene outside, to the west of Sotherbow, where the path diverges. Alright. I'm very curious how we would get here then. Yeah, very curious. We can't move secrets to the north, but it would be foolish to simply rush him. A guard has been posted in the cleric to watch over the children. Perhaps he has ought to share of the recent activity, but we must tread carefully. There's a chance we may encounter them along the way. Stay close, stay alert. I would avoid a confrontation if possible. They rejoice in dealing with death to others, claiming that in doing so, they cleanse their victim of sin, usher them onto the sunless sea. I would rather not sully my hands defending myself against such madmen. Goodness, you're unharmed. We would have arrived sooner, but we too had a rather unwelcome visit from the children. Your acquaintance of Master Matoya, then. My apologies. The children have been acting strange of late, so I thought to take a closer look. I was careless. Strange. What have you seen? At first, there seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary, the usual gatherings of ingredients for poisons from flora and fauna. Then I noticed there are venomous spiders. They've been breeding them in much greater numbers. It is as if they're preparing for something. Any ideas as to what? It could be anything. Really, if it meant the end of the blessed, nothing would be too cruel or violent for them. But perhaps we can use their present preoccupation with spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a threat to the nest, where they keep them, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are natural predators of spiders. Set them loose on the nest, and we would have our opportunity to sneak in their encampment. What a mischievous plan. I like it. With a bit of a smoke, we should be able to subdue a few colonies long enough to secure their hives. Have anything we might be able to use? We could have smoke bombs at the outpost, just over there. Then it's settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from the outpost, search about the beehives. I imagine the bees won't take too kindly to your visit, but once they're knocked out, take the beehives and bring them back there. 2 will suffice, I should think. Oh. Thought we were gonna get like another. The guard returned to Slitherbow, but not before offering his thanks. As for the beehives, Thanker and I were successfully in acquiring what we need. How did you fare? Here you go. This is more than enough. The children are certain to be displeased. Let us hurry, before the bees begin to stir. A beautiful plan. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, hey, we are 3 quests away from what we need to do, or in order to at least pick up the White Mage job quest. Because I remember that we have to do Into the Woods. And we're almost there. Yay. That's a question I gotta ask. But I can ask it right now. I'm here, might as well. There. Up there is the airway. Do you see it? A bit far, perhaps, but we should be able to toss the bag through. Though, we should be able to loosen the ropes, keeping it closed enough that it falls open when it lands inside. May I do the honors? I should do it. Now we wait. What is that? Bees! By the abyss, they're everywhere! Help! Someone, help! We have to save the spiders! Sounds like our plan is working. Still, it's quite likely that all were drawn away from their post. If we should have come to blows with the children, I'll see to it that any signs of struggle are concealed. Failing that, I'll create a distraction to buy your stroller more time. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. Your concern is appreciated, but I sincerely doubt it'll come to that. Why do I get the feeling you enjoy the idea of my loafing about bored in the shadows? Come now, Thancred. The shadows are a fitting place for the warrior of darkness. Now, if you're both ready. Is it like under? This is gonna take a bit. I guess I'm going this way. And I know there's an entrance right here. I can just do that. I'll figure that out one day. And in we go. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's like I'm raiding a dungeon. One of the scenes suggests that this chamber for prayer. At the very least, they would not place this near the potential destruction from their worship. Prepare the monument is further in. Perhaps the monument is further in, indeed. Yes, this is it. I'll be but a moment. Keep watch of the entryway. On second thought, would you mind examining the murals on these walls while I look over here? At a glance, I can tell they're old, predating the founding of the Blessed and the Children, in fact. We're not like to come here for a second time, so it behooves us to learn all that we can. Okay. The mural appears to be of ancient. A warrior in the middle, standing triumphant over, appears to be a creature of shadow. Other figures surround warrior, rejoicing in their victory. Oh. The mural appears to be very old. A ruler sits atop a throne, attended by subjects. These are the Warriors of Darkness. But it's scratched out. Yeah. This man is being very old. A knight shields himself and their comrades. Shields himself and their comrades from encroaching darkness. The central figure is considered faded. Yeah. This is them. This is the 5. It's not faded, it's scratched out, like, deliberately.
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this... There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was. But he had a good heart. He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it, compared to the others? Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection?
I doubt it.
Or some other kind of monument?
I don't know.
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place.
Yeah. Arbor. You good?
Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
Yeah. Surprised. Unsure if she can see you, Albert. I believe I have everything needed to finish deciphering the tablet. Tell me, Art, did mirrors appear to be of any significance? There's pictures of heroes from Age of Gods, the Rocket Empire, and immediately before the Flood. Very astute observation. Perhaps in another lifetime you could have been a curator of antiques. Though it is no bearing one task at hand, perhaps that knowledge may prove to be of use in the future. Let us hurry to Citadel. The others are waiting. After we've returned, the two of you rest a while. No doubt, the ruiner will be eager to have you sample his cooking. As soon as I discover anything of import, you'll be the first to know. Fuck. Nah, who cares? At this point, I'm just like... I wanted to, like, use, like, not all of them. But... There. Come on. Where is it? There's the blanket. I'm trying to get all comfy in this chair, and this blanket is so warm, and I'm like heavy, so sometimes this chair just tends to eat it up, eats the blanket, consume the blanket. What's up? Yeah. I was also trying to see something came to mind. It's just for like a little game I'm doing. I just want to see something. It was that thing. Okay. Disgusting. Anyway. Mini cutscene. I am concerned for your well-being. fear his mind is beyond saving. I refuse to believe that. There has to be something we can do to help him. Well, go see if he's okay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Told you. Did... Oh, it's so cute! I want a picture of it. Please tell me you're joking. Okay, so that will continue later. Two to two each. Okay. So I'm in a sense like guaranteed at least one green at the end of this of a long series of MSQ. Still be ready. Lovely.
Strange.
Hmm?
The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer. We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
Sure.
I tire of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it? The blessing may spare him the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. He is not as he was in the Source. Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that he has been suffused with their light.
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help! The Ilmorans have come for us! We're under attack!
Oh no. God damn it. Meanwhile, in Yulmore.
Lord Forthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
And you as disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling Warriors of Darkness. They have slain Sin-Eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers, so I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
Nothing.
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation.
Why'd you say that?
With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve.
At least they'll have a chance to grow things.
Turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion. They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god.
I want to kill him.
I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss. Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need. Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them. That is why the Sin Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome. And we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now. And the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making? Or even 100?
I'm still believing that the Exarch is Grahatia.
You underestimate them, Lord 4-3. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know.
So the reason
Children may never know.
So even if Zeke will say Exarch and Grahatia are two separate people, the only reason why I'm so insistent is because Crystal Tower was locked. Grahatia was the only one that had exit and entrance into and out of the Crystal Tower. He's the only one that can get in and out after the events of the ARR Alliance. He's the only one. So now we see him, the Crystal Exarch, where Grahatia should be. So something's amiss. Something doesn't add up. And I think I might have saw something at the end of Stormblood. I don't remember. Been too long. Or my brain just forgot. But yeah.
I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains, and I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
in summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
Yes.
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you! So naive! So painfully predictable! Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense. Insurrection will not be tolerated! The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception! What? How did he... Insolent swine! I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
I want to stab him. Is that wrong of me to want to do so?
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing. If you have come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands. By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness?
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith. You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the Warrior of Darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed Shadow at bay.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for Woven Oath with all haste. We will leave you, that you may have time to prepare.
Woven Oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore, and dealt with as such.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
The guard has been afflicted with more terrible and infectious poison. We have attempted all manner of healing incantations, alas his condition remains unchanged. At present, we can but slow the poison's advance. I pray you will afford us sufficient time to find a cure. How far Krang? Poison spread throughout his system. Before long he was brought here. At present, might not be for naught. Not we can do but try to ease his pain. Do not blame yourself, my friends. All what can be done now has been done. Even after we reached him sooner, we made little difference. The children employ countless bits of poison, and finding a suitable antidote is nigh impossible. What of the rest of Blessed? How have they taken the news of Yulmore's generous proportions? With anger and dismay, we cannot hope to oppose both of them. I consider a conviction with the Knights Blessed that we might consider their ultimatum, but I know how they will answer. Master Matoya, I am truly sorry. We cannot abandon our faith. But there is no reason for you to suffer for your desertion. Your work is not yet done, and you still have time to flee. Flee? I will not. I'm not want to run from my troubles. In fact, with our survival, I am minded to take the offense. The Omar's presence here plainly stems from the desire to protect the Light Warden. I say we seek it out and slay the creature before they return. Were darkness to follow to Raktika, they would have no cause to remain. All which is rather easier said than done, unless, of course, you finally decipher the tablet. As I have, as a matter of fact. And with it, we can prepare everything we need to enter the Academy. What say you all? We will need to act quickly before it, but I believe it can be done. We cannot deny our fate, but of course, life before us. We slay the Light Warden, but a Knight's Bless? Well, we are villains, are we not? Good. I leave the blessed in your capable hands, Erna. Very well. I see there's no change in your mind, but all that is dark, I swear to keep the blessed safe. According to the tablet, we will first need to obtain a seal used to identify the allies of Rakna in past times. Once that seal should be waiting for us in a complex of underwater ruins not far from here. You have experience with subaquatic excursions, do you not? Then this should prove a simple task for you. The ruins we seek are at the bottom of Lake Tsuimekta. While you see that, Feel and I will remain here to help shore up Sithar's defenses. Your aid will be greatly appreciated. There you are, ready for a swim? This seal we seek was stored in a chamber somewhere inside the ruins beneath the lake. However, the entrance is simply protected by a suitable locking mechanism rooted in a symbolism of Moroccan culture. Harmonized by the for others if you want. Characterized as the bringers of liberty, word, enchantment, and harmony. To open the chambers containing the seal, the tablets state that one must pay due difference of 3 beasts, placing one. Okay. In order to discern with 3 commandments which follow. Give praise unto the snake, by string, do our lands prosper. Be as Apu Apu, rival thy kin, as parts seek betterment. So too does the whole. Be as wolf, move as one, peace comes to all who seek harmony with their kin. Go safely. So she'll just repeat. Is it alt shift? No. How do you swim? I did that. Nope, that don't work. Nope. What was the difference? I don't. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I wish. There it is. Okay, so I actually had to go a bit more down. I don't think Yashola knows that I have this ability. Did you find it? And she doesn't care. This medallion. It bears the owl insignia of the Empire. There can be no doubt about it. This is a real rock now. Well done, Art. We can bring operations to enter Yakshmi into earnest. Bearing the seal, it should be possible to enter Yakshmi unmolested by its guardians. Now should we go ahead and celebrate and inform the others. When you have recovered from your excursion, meet with us in the caravan leading east out of the village. There we go. Wait here. Ruiner opened the gate for us but moments ago. One lion's Yakshmi and presumably the Light Warden. It did not take long for the woods protectors to find me when I last came here, and I expected them to fall upon us just as quickly this time. Though we carried a seal, there's no reason for us to let our guard down. Now, let us seek out the Warden and put an end to its reign over these woods. If I ever tell anyone that I didn't sleep today, I am going to be hounded to death. Alright, since we're here now, we can actually begin. It says, oh, here, actually, literally here, right up there. You don't mind if I go grab that, right? Right. There you go, I see it. If you attack me while I'm getting this, you chosen death. Okay. Northeast, so a bit more. You know what? We haven't listened to this for a little bit, so let's do it. I'm actually trying to navigate this. Hold up. I just want to listen to something again. Forward and back and one forward. There it is. There is no nearby Earth currents. That means everything now is in the blue quests. Yay. And these I just have to complete because in a sense I could go in like that. So yeah. As even though like we went from here to and to these two, these were the ones that I completed fully. Because the story allowed me to. Anyway. No. So for now, we got all that we need. Ooh, hold up. Thank you. Anyway, we got all that we need regarding this. So we'll continue the story. And because I was exploring a lot, I got a little bit of XP. So yeah. Let's just run out this way and grab this bit over here. There we go. So you've chosen death. I see. Okay, so let me grab this one down here. And in a sense, all I have to do is just keep going up. Okay. So he chose him death. Stupid.
It would seem we have found them.
Bunnies.
You trespass upon sacred ground. Begone!
Wait! We did not come to! Stop! We mean you no harm.
Sister, is that...
We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
It appears to be genuine.
Did they actually do that?
Then perhaps there's yet hope.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity. Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
Try not to stray from the path. All right?
follow the flowers. Would it kill them to escort us? But if it affords us an opportunity to investigate Ixmaya, fine.
Ixmaya. I will. Well, I had a seal. That way we may confirm its authenticity. Straight to the point. I see. Very well. There's no mistaking the crest of the royal family. It is a proper size and its weight is plain as is made of gold. The seal is indeed genuine. For 3,000 years we have waited for this moment. Now you're finally here. I bid you welcome, allies of Ragnar. I am Amet, the chiefess of Fiinal. Ulimet, her younger sister. Samet, a pleasure. We were beginning to lose hope that you would come. I beg your pardon. These are troubling times for my people, though I can but imagine what has compelled you to venture into our woods. You must be tired after your journey. Come, take it at ease. If you like, I'll show you around the village, though I must warn you, it's a long way down to the forest floor, so watch your step. Okay. One more, and then that'll be it for Dark Knight. This way, what is your name? Art. And this is a common name nowadays? How times changed. But I digress. Come, and be sure to watch your step. Hang on, I need to talk to something. That way, so I don't forget. There we go. So, the gemstone trigger. I'll do that later. Seeing how this is, I would assume that this be. There we go. Okay. I think it'd be safe to assume that this would be Grandania at most. I mean, I need a map. Hold up. Hang on. No. If I really wanted to, I could. I'd still say East Shroud. So this right here is definitely the South Shroud. So it's like it's almost as if the Black Shroud was flipped horizontally. So this is the North Shroud. And I will put this right here at Central Shroud. This to be South Shroud. This is the East Shroud. That means this Grandania right here is gone. Okay. As a bearer of the seal, you have the right to know what became of the Empire and my people's purpose here. We are descendants of the Palace Guard, which served under the last Empire, and to this day we carry on the duty of the forebears, the final decree of as eminent before Rakna's fall. By the wisdom of our people was Rakna made to thrive. Such knowledge must never be forgotten, nor it may suffice to fall into the hands of the wicked. Keep it secret, keep it safe, and look into the coming of our allies. Unto them we shall bequeath our all, and thus will Rakna live on. By his command we have remained in the Raktika Great Wood, guardians of Ranka's ruins, and the wisdom held within. I hope thou would not think the question me appeared, but did thy people's famed longevity perchance play a part of the Empire's decision to entrust his mission unto thee and thine? That was one reason, yes. We would easily live to see 3 of your 11 lifetimes. We are also the finest fighters. There are none more fit than us to stand watch over the remains of Ranka. Macedonia has grown ever stronger, perilous in the wake of the flood. Settlements such as this one were plentiful before the light claimed domination over the land, but now, for now, is all that remains. Our numbers dwindled year by year, long before there be no one left to honor the Empire's wishes. And we believe we are the allies for whom you waited. You have a seal, do you not? After 3 millennia of waiting, that alone is nothing short of a miracle. Truth be told, I had begun to think you'd never come. Sister, we are glad of your presence here at the Great Wood. The wisdom of Ranka is yours, should you wish it. You need only ask. They come in search of the Light Warden? I apologize, but I do not know where its lair. Emmett, do you recall any sightings of this creature? Not these past 30 summers. 30? But would that mean... How old is it exactly? In their 30s. At least. Young enough to remember. With age comes knowledge. There may yet to be one among us who has seen or heard of an abomination you speak. We have leave to speak with others then. But of course. Then we should split up and acquire individual. If someone knows something, I would hear it while there is time to act. Are they all lady warrior bunnies? I know someone who will definitely love being here. Because I would definitely love being here as well. Neat. We don't. Okay. Okay, so I got something. It was one large thing, but it was struck. What struck her was its fall seemed to revere. She convinced that she had seen what was the Light Warden. Thank you, Coriel. I pray the others were able to I pray the others were able to provide what I couldn't. The Arcticus Falls? Why was I not told of this? I think I see why it was never been spotted on our patrol. I have never heard of Arcticus Falls. I can but assume it lies deep within the woods of Yaxmaya. Just so, the tunnel which leads there collapsed after a rather bloody battle with the Eaters, and has not been passable for many years. We made several attempts to clear the rubble, yet each time we were able to drive it back. In the end, we were forced to give it up as lost, thereby making a suitable place for water to take sanctuary. Then There is possible one way to enter, though it will be a great peril to you and your companions. Until you arrival, a temple to the northwest. It has been sealed for centuries, but within it is a path that leads to the falls. Can it be opened? For allies of Ronka, it can. First, we must go to Kamo Astrophos. Once the flow of magic is restored there, the path through Telerival can be opened. This may sound a simple task, but there are certain obstacles which prevent us from attending it ourselves, and we know not how to overcome them. The Empire never granted our forebears leave to look upon the secrets we are in charge with protecting, that we might not temper the means to do so were withheld from us. But we can show you the way, the rest will be up to you. It would seem we have our work cut out for us then, shall we? Did you have to ask? Let us be about then. If that is your wish, it is my duty to escort you. While we attend the matters at Kamo Asphosius, I would ask that your sisters accompany Oyanje and thank her, and share with them all they can of these woods. While we have every intention of investigating Raktika Falls, 'tis yet possible the Light Warden dwells elsewhere. With that in mind, it will behoove us to prepare an alternative course of action. Umit, Simit, I leave them to you. Yes, sister. Should our presence course prove false, doubt not that Thankard and I shall find any and all possible paths forward. Alrighty. 77. That took a bit. Next one will be White Mage. 6 Mechanist, 6-2, 6-5, or Red Mage. No, White Mage. 6-5-9 or Mechanist. 6-2. Nope. White Mage. White Mage got a beat this time. Just doing a little stretching. I got through a lot. How many? 3. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got through at least 11 quests. We only have about 7 left for this bulk, and then we'd be fine. Well. So I'm going to take a little break. I'll be back about later. But for now, cheers.